What's up, party people? Real exciting stuff happening here. So we have made this video, if you follow the channel, probably 3 times, maybe this is the 3rd, about doing Leadville, building up a Leadville bike. But guess what? It's happening. This is the real deal. And this is my real deal bike that I am riding in Leadville this year in like 3 weeks. So shout out to Allied, and Cole gets an extra special shout out for making this bike happen. Super excited about that, or about this in general, the bike. I'm hyped. This is actually the second BC40 I've owned. The first one, I feel like I didn't give it a fair shot. I got it when I was pregnant, had a terrible time getting back into riding after I was pregnant, and had to have like surgery, PT, all that. I just wasn't capable of mountain biking. I moved on from that bike as I slowly got back into cycling. So I'm excited to, in my opinion, try this bike for realsies. So in the next several weeks, there's going to be a ton of Leadville content on the channel. If that's something that you're interested in, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. And if there is anything in this video that you're interested in, let us know. You can head to thebicyclestation.com to buy it, or email us to place a special order, and we can get you your very own BC40 rolling. So before we get into the build, this is going to be, or is the new BC40 1.1, and this is the gloss ecru color with the hot pink logos.
It's got the new bottom bracket design.
And it's slightly lighter. I'm excited to see what this bike weighs.
We're basically taking all of the parts that I had on my Epic and putting them on this bike. I don't have a solid reason as to like why I'm not riding the Epic. I love the Epic 8. It's a great bike. Literally my job here. Just wanted to try out the BC40. I might go back to an Epic in the future. I don't know. Jesse's got both bikes still.
I'm guaranteeing you that we will be making more Epic content. Whenever we went to Allied to do that interview video,
they got me so freaking hyped, guys. If you want to get super just hyped on bikes, go do an Allied factory tour and you will leave there wanting a bike. We did that in early April, pretty much on a weekly basis. I've been talking to Jesse nonstop about, yeah, I want to get a BC40. He's like, okay, cool, order one of them. I don't know, I'd get cold feet. I finally pulled the plug. It came before Leadville, so now I'm riding it for Leadville. I am feeling really freaking lazy right now. So I am gonna have Jesse build this bike. I am going to pull the birthday card. It's basically my birthday. So for my birthday, Jesse has to build me this bike. So.
Well, I kind of bought it for you for your birthday too.
Yeah, best birthday ever. Shout out to Jesse for building my bikes when, frankly, I am just lazy. So.
I've built a lot of these.
That's also it. Like, yes, I am lazy right now, admittedly, and I don't want to build my own bike. We've got a few more videos to shoot today. It's a hell of a lot quicker when Jesse builds bikes than it is me, so.
First thing I do, we don't need a shift cable. We do need a dropper and a rear brake. I'm gonna start by removing the cable guide thing. Just get it out of the way.
So the Able that I used to have was this exact same color.
They've updated this. Every time I build an Allied, I feel like there's like a new update. So these pieces are now different. The length on that is a little bit longer now. So it's still the same design, but looks like they've improved that just a tiny bit. That's super cool. Gonna start with the brake. So Trey has the tool in this other bike. He's building an Able for somebody, and should I pull it out of it? No, I can't do that too.
I mean, he walked away from it for a while.
We're low on these because I've broken a few of them, and so
we need to restock the Blue Boys. Mission accomplished.
We got one. Sorry, it's a little bit of a mess in the shop, y'all. We just hired somebody and we had to make room for a desk for them. So that is why we're kind of trying to reorganize the shop for like the 4th time this year. It's a work in progress. This building was not set up to be an e-com fulfillment center. We're doing the best we can. I think we're gonna make it work.
I feel like after this, I'm gonna be ready to go on like the home edit or one of the like HGTV home organization shows. How much I've had to do here to get creative with it.
I feel like this YouTube channel, it is kind of like Discovery Channel-esque work show. Like, you guys are watching me do my job. We're gonna just hope that this brake is long enough, y'all. Let's just do a quick measure here.
And these brakes are the level ultimates that
yeah, these are the
had
older
on my
ones.
Epic. Jesse asked me if I wanted to use the motives, but like I haven't had these long enough for me to justify changing them out.
For me, I actually really like the motives. I think they're a much improved brake, but the The big improvement is mostly braking power. Chase weighs like 60 pounds less than me.
Yeah, I'm sitting at like 120. I don't need more braking power.
Do I think that Chase needs that much braking power? Not really. So it just doesn't make sense to spend the money on new brakes whenever we have these ones. If you're wondering, although if you were to build a new bike today and you were buying new brakes, I would tell you to get the motives. But since we already have this brake set, there's almost zero reason to crack a new box. Hopefully that's long enough. It looks like it would be.
We'll find out soon enough.
Allied sends these out with the frame. Do you want to use them?
Sure. I feel like that's creator's intent. You know, they send them out.
Cool.
But I feel like I have no reason to have a strong opinion about brake bolts, you know?
I have a strong opinion.
What's your opinion? Or is it a secret?
No, these are fine.
Oh, so they're just fine. So they're not great, but they're just
not
fine.
fancy at all. They're fine.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we need to sort out the dropper, which involves cable housing.
So I'm using the Fox transfer. Jesse did tell me multiple times before this to try out his new reverb, and I kept forgetting. But the fun thing is, with using my transfer, I get to use all my pink bits.
It's kind of the same thing with the brakes. Chase just got this Fox transfer. It's the new one. Hard to, if you like it, there's no reason to spend the money. Yeah.
I love that dropper, and I get to bust out my pink wolf tooth lever again. So
I think what you actually want is a black Fox Neo wireless dropper.
yes, when I bought my current wired transfer, that's what I wanted. But at the time, they were only doing Kashima.
Well, they're still only doing Kashima, so you can't get a black
Yeah,
one.
I can't do that. My suspension already won't match. It's been driving Jesse crazy.
Well, as long as it's black, it's fine.
Like
as long as it's
yeah.
the same color. Yeah.
Jesse is a little stressed, I think, that I've been doing rock shocks with a Fox. We've had multiple conversations. You've been a little stressed. You wouldn't do it on your own bike, but the good thing is I don't give a shit because I like the suspension and I like the dropper.
I'm gonna go find some cable.
Bye.
So I know I do droppers probably a weirder way than most people. I usually do them like before I put the fork in, which is a little bit harder to do, but it also is a little bit easier because it saves you time at the end of the build. This is just a seat post that I threw in here to put it in the bike stand. And then we'll pull the blue boy through. And then we'll attach the random cable housing I found. There we go. And then we'll pull that back through. Disconnect the blue. The next step is actually wiring up the seat post. Let me add some carbon paste to this really quick. Got some cable ends, and then what we'll do, we're gonna wire the post through the frame now. So put the end on it and then put this cable through the frame. Because all of the cinching of this happens at the dropper lever, we can just put this in the bike and then have it in the stand with the dropper in it. And then button it all up once we get the handlebar and the fork on. So now I have this connected. Thread that through. Like I said, this is not necessarily like creator's intent of like how to install a dropper post, but it's just the way I like doing it. Because now we can just kind of like not worry about it. Like it's out of the way and this can go in the bike stand. Done. The next thing I recommend doing is putting the cable stop thing back in the bike. I don't know if you can see that on camera. The top and the bottom
Are bigger than the middle.
yeah, and it's for the hydro hose. You want to orient them to where the hose is on the top and the dropper is on the bottom, or it won't fit very well. And then this slides in. And the reason I like to do this is because it's helpful to put a finger on the inside, because it's easy to drop that into the frame. And then just pin it down with the bolt. No big deal. And I was curious if we're gonna have to cut this down or not. Nope, we're good. Do you have a top cap that you want to use?
Hang on, let me go look. This is what was in my drawer.
Do you want any of those, or do you want to?
I don't really care. I'm just showing you what I have.
I didn't know if you had like a special one or not.
No, not really.
Dang, normally you would.
Typically, yes. I stopped acquiring top caps when everything became proprietary, and it got annoying because then I never had like a cool top cap when I needed it.
Do you like that it has like the bubble, or do you want a flat one?
It's fine. It matches the bottom.
I think you can get a topper too. Like Wolf Tooth makes colored versions of those.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah. So these Wolf Tooth levers are really sweet. I don't like the new one. I prefer the old one. I don't even know if they would say it's old. I think they still make it, but what you do is you pop that bolt out, and then you can just pull this off of here and then swap the other one on. Pretty chill.
So chill.
And then this goes back on and then threads back into the hole.
I did look. They don't have any pink bits that are the same shade right now.
Really?
No.
This is pretty old.
I have had that for like 7 years.
A really long time, yeah.
They did have tubeless valves that looked like they were the same shade of pink, but I don't need that, so.
You have the special no paint ones, or non-powder coated ones.
Yeah, it's the fancy weight weenie ones. Because, you know, I totally care about that.
Have you thought about how you probably won't ride this until the day of Leadville?
Yeah. I'm gonna ride it this weekend.
Where? On the gravel?
Yeah.
Leadville's a gravel race.
Trey's right. Trey just said in the background that Leadville's a gravel race.
Do you want to run dual peyotes?
I don't know, my brain hasn't gotten that far. Right now, I have a mezcal in the front, peyote in the rear, just on
was
there
for
from
Lutzen.
Lutzen. I feel like I don't need a mezcal for Leadville.
That's my recommendation. Let's switch the tires out.
I'm thinking peyote front and rear. Also, because it matches my shirt. It's my peyote shirt.
Big peyote.
I'm on brand today. But yeah, I don't know when this bike is gonna see the local mountain bike trails.
This is a gravel YouTube channel now.
So sad.
We're trying so hard to make mountain bike content, y'all. That's why we're rebuilding another BC40 for you.
Jesse and I went out to try to film a mountain bike video a week ago.
Like on the trails, yeah.
And we got out there, started filming. We have like the intro.
We filmed this awesome intro.
And then we got out onto like the actual trail we needed to film on,
What
and
the-
it was like terrible. So then we turned around and went back to the shop.
It's like a video series we're doing with the Trail Association, like a kind of a tourism type video that I'm excited about since we're making it. The whole point is to show best practices, and we hit the trail and immediately like we were just covered in mud, and I was like, this is not what we probably should be showing, is riding on muddy trails. So we turned around. Check that out.
What happened here?
It cracked.
Oh,
I'll get a different one. Do you want one of these things? The pod holder things?
leave it for now, and I'll let you know after this weekend.
Okay, we're gonna do the special boys.
Ooh, I didn't know about this one.
Yeah, I have this in my drawer, so I won't be needing this from now until Leadville, and so I figured we should go all out on the marginal.
I'm a fancy girl now.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what you think about this. So my take on these OSPWs is that I don't even know if marginal is the right word. I definitely can feel the difference. And so I'm not telling you that you should go out and spend the money on this. What I'm telling you is that if you decide you want to spend the money on this, I think you will notice, and that's my current opinion. I don't want to like get on camera and tell everybody that they have to spend $600 on these things. I have it in a drawer because Ceramic Speed sent it to me, and it does do what it's supposed to do. If you want one, you can get one on our website right now. If you don't want one, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal.
I am excited to try it. I've never ridden with it before.
I really like these things. I've been using them for the last year at every race. You do not actually put grease in these bearings. It's like this oil that they send out with it, and that's what I'm doing right now. Since I already have it apart, I'm gonna do a quick lube job on this. Bearings are clean in there. I just wanted to add some new oil to it before I put it on the bike. And this is the bearing pulley wheel oil. And like I said, they send this out with the product. And you just get some oil in there. These are pretty durable for an off-road. Like, you would think this wasn't like the most durable thing ever. It is. I've raced them in mud, cleaned them up. They work really good. We can now put this on the bike.
I feel so freaking fancy.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what your opinion is. Like, you're not as sensitive to that kind of stuff, and so I'm curious what your ultimate opinion of it is.
I don't disagree. I'm like the true test here.
That's what I mean. Let's get this wheel in. We're gonna have to take this outside and do an actual wash on it. There's all this like Lutzen 99er mud on this bike.
I have cleaned the parts from Lutzen like 3 times, and then every time they dry, there's still like a layer of grime. So yeah, this is gonna get scrubbed.
On the blue sticker on the shock, what are you feeling right now?
I actually think I'm gonna leave it black.
That's how mine is.
Yeah, I went into this thinking it needed to be blue, but
I don't think so. I think it looks
I like
cool.
the black. We're sticking with it.
I think it looks pretty good. I need the bottom bracket that you had in your Roubaix,
Oh God.
and then we can put the crank in.
I'm not organized enough for this. Just kidding. It was where it goes, and I'm super organized.
This is technically a road BB.
So why are you putting it in my BC40? Because in case you didn't know, Jesse, this is a mountain bike, sir.
Well, I don't know if there's any difference between the road and the mountain BBs. It's still like the coated bearing and everything.
Our bottom bracket's a scam.
I don't think it's a scam. I just
I'm messing with you.
get the one out of the tub. That one's a mountain bike one.
Okay, here. This one desperately needs washed.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know if they're different or not. You know what I mean? Like, is the road one different than the mountain one?
I'm gonna say yes, just because.
Do you want to use the mountain one or the road one?
Well, you told me to get the road one because it's fresher. So let's go fresh, and then I'll find out really quick.
If you like ruin it. This one's fine, it's just dirty. The bearings aren't messed up. This is completely good and good to go. Let me Google it really quick. So because we're unsure, I'm gonna put the mountain one in, and I've emailed Ceramic Speed and asked what the difference is. because there must be a difference, right? They sell a gravel one too. So like, what does that mean and why? There was nothing on their website that like told you what was different about it.
So it's either just a different name for funsies or there's a real deal difference.
Since
Stay
I know
tuned.
for a fact that this is a mountain bike one, we're just gonna go with it.
That seems like a smart move and I appreciate that. That was not a question that I was prepared for today.
Me neither, really, to be honest with you.
We're just gonna slap the crank on and I need to find my chain.
So this is kind of interesting. We have not the new crank, but this is your Eagle crank. And the reason that you use this is because it is identical to the XXSL crank. There's literally no difference. Nothing's changed about it. The crank boots are slightly different, but we put an XXSL power meter on it and
It works.
there's no reason to change that. Got the spacers for this. And this is you've upgraded this with the nice preloader too, so I think that
Yeah,
is-
those are the Cane Creek pink preloaders.
We should have a few of those in stock. We also
We
have the
do have them in stock. I put them on like all of my bikes, so.
we also have the nice upgraded ceramic speed ones as well.
But they're not pink, so
No, they're black.
bummer.
Not as good.
The pink just adds an extra little something, something, you know?
And we're gonna be using a 32 tooth chainring on this build. Leadville is definitely, if I was doing Leadville, I would run a 38, but Chase's goal is just being a finisher.
doing the
You're just
thing.
trying to be a finisher. And so we're gonna just do the 30. This also makes sense for your other upcoming races, namely Shenandoah and the Pisgah 111. Well, Chase is doing the 555. You know how they have the 555 and the 111?
Yeah.
The 555 sounds like it's some gnarly bikepacking race.
Yeah, it's
like the
like-
Pisgah 555.
It's like 40 miles of Pisgah trails.
It's like not as long. And the 111 also sounds like this gnarly race, but it's metric. So, you know, instead of,
It's like 100K.
yeah, that's like my favorite race. I really hope that doesn't get canceled again. It got canceled last year, unfortunately, but I love that race.
I'm excited. This will be my first time doing it. I've
Yeah.
been there with you watching every single year, but I love races that we can get either set of our parents to go to
Yeah, my parents
for the
are going.
childcare.
I don't know if my dad's gonna race or not, but they're definitely gonna go. I think that old crank looks cool, even though it's not like matching everything else. Been using it for probably like 6 or 7 years now.
I've had it for so long.
Do you want to use the chain guide?
Sure.
You don't have to. You can take it off.
I am someone that drops a lot of chains, so let's do it.
Okay, I didn't know that. When are you dropping chains?
All day, every day.
Okay.
It's honestly only on road bikes when I drop chains, but I've just decided it's a 2x problem. But we'll do the chain guide for funsies.
No, let's do it. Oh, this is clean.
Oh yeah, I like totally trashed our parts cleaner after Lutzen. Damn, that thing's like a pizza cutter.
Mm-hmm. What do you think this is gonna weigh?
I am so bad at the weight guessing game. You said 22 earlier.
I think there's a potential for 22.
I'm gonna go with 23 because you always guess too light.
23 would still be a pound lighter than your other bike.
You're right, my Epic was 24. And some change.
This should be a lighter frame than that. Not earth-shatteringly more light, but it should be lighter. You have the heavier Epic frame.
True.
And my BC40 is lighter than my S-Works.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out in a couple minutes then. Beautiful.
It's looking good. Are you gonna wait for cages or are you gonna...
Oh, I have cages. Let me grab them. Going with my wolf tooth theme here. I got black wolf tooth cages.
Oh, those are perfect.
Oh yeah, they're real great. It goes with my wolf tooth grips and all the other tidbits.
We got the bottle on there. Just like on my bike, we're gonna do 22 ounce bottle, which is one of the major downsides of this bike compared to the Epic 8. We went over that in our Epic 8 versus BC40 video.
I was thinking about that, and for me, I am actually typically riding with the smaller bottles anyway, so it doesn't really change much in my life because it's still 2 bottles.
Ever since I've adopted the stopping at aid station method, I actually like carrying less water because it's less weight on my bike while I'm racing, because I know I'm going to stop anyway and get refills. I agree with you. Although we're not going to claim that it's better having less capacity.
That'd be ridiculous.
That would be wrong. But just so everybody understands where we're coming from with this, to me, that's like one of the only downsides of this bike is that.
I have always, and up until I had an Epic and now the BC40, I've been so used to having like just 1 bottle on my mountain bikes. So the fact that I can still fit 2, like that's still better than so many mountain bikes on the market, especially for a size small. So it's still a win.
I agree.
Also on my Epic, with how we had to position like the flight attendant shock.
Oh,
it was so tight
just
on me
barely
fitting
fit.
the large bottles anyway, and like it made it so much harder for them to get in that I did small typically anyway, just because it was easier to get them in and out. Which that's actually what I want to see is how, because on my Epic, this divot and the water bottle would fit perfectly like right where the battery goes. So I kind of want to see how it looks on this bike too.
I can already tell you it's going to fit better.
It looks like it. That's what I was getting to. It looks like it'll fit better.
To be fair though, did you ever have an issue with that, or was it just having to get the bottle?
It was a pain at Lutzen.
So it was a little bit of an annoyance.
Yeah, it was. Never dropped a bottle, but I did have to try harder to make sure I got a bottle in.
No issue at all. It's not even close.
Oh, that makes me a lot.
Do you want me to space it further up?
No, it fits.
If it's there.
Yeah, there's no need to put it up.
That one's a little loose.
Yikes.
Why is that like that?
Probably because, okay. Cool it. I hear cracking, sir.
There we go, I fixed it.
You're done.
We were talking about before, the module on the flight attendant was like pretty much right there where my finger was on the Epic 8. Although it did fit a big bottle. I wonder if we got a bigger size bottle, if it would have any interference. Nope. It's way better. So it's not, I'm not gonna sit here and claim it's better, but it's definitely.
I'm gonna sit here and claim that for me personally, it's better.
This bike also does not have frame storage, which everybody knows that you irrationally have like a problem with.
I don't use it, so it's pointless and I don't need it there.
All right. It's not like buttoned up yet.
The front wheel barely spins. You just like tried to spin it and that
That
rotor
didn't-
was just like,
It did not work, you're right.
yeah. Let's start by making the front wheel spin without rubbing.
I do need to, I need to hook up the dropper.
Yikes.
We got an update on the bracket question from Jake over at Ceramic Speed. Shout out to Jake.
Super fast. Thanks, Jake.
That's why I emailed him. I was like, he'll respond. I'll read what he said. So technically some of them are the same BB, but the actual difference is the grease within them. All gravel and mountain bike BBs will always be coated versions, which is what we have, with our UFO long life grease. Whereas road versions will be offered with standard or coated bearings along with our UFO all-round grease. The other difference will be in the spacer tube between the bottom bracket cups. They have different lengths. Okay, so not a huge amount of difference, and probably we're fine doing what we were gonna do, but
But I got tougher grease now.
I think it was the right call.
Well,
So
yeah, it says mountain bike and this is a mountain bike, so.
makes sense to me. Thanks, Jake.
Cool, back to your wheel fixin'.
What we got?
Let's see if I can even lift this. I'm so bad at this.
We're in kilograms, y'all. I don't know how to do that. All right. I have a strict no kilogram rule on this channel.
This is heavy.
It's like bouncing around too much. I can't.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't have to do it. I'm shaking. I tried. Oh, you're just cheating.
This is the most accurate way to get a reading. All right, I was off, but that's still pretty good. Actually, you know what? That's the same weight as mine.
23.6.
Yeah, that's like pretty much the exact same weight as my bike, so it's pretty good.
That's lighter than my last mountain bike.
And that's with the full batteries and the pedals. You got heavy computer mount. That's like the lightest mountain bike you've ever had.
It's the lightest mountain bike I've ever had.
Yeah.
So,
Slightly heavier saddle. I think that's a really good weight for this.
sick.
Does it feel too squishy?
I'm literally on pavement. I
Well,
will
bounce around on it and like see if
Okay.
it's like too much. Oh, it's in flight attendant.
Yeah, it's like hard to bounce around because it's doing what it's supposed to do.
Here, just override it really quick.
Well, I can't because you're in my way.
There you go.
I mean, I think it's pretty freaking squishy.
Is it too squishy? Because remember, flight attendant's gonna make it stiff whenever you need it to be stiff.
I think it's fine for now. I need to like actually ride it more.
Yeah, I honestly think it's the way most people should be setting their bikes up now with flight attendant, which is a little bit too much squish.
Yeah.
Because it'll just lock out on its own.
Yeah, like my initial reaction was too squish, but I think it's fine actually.
So yeah, that's it.
That's it. This is my 2025 real deal Leadville bike.
We're actually going. We have a hotel.
Yeah, we'll be there. I'm racing. Jesse is not racing, but he will be there at the expo hanging out Friday, and he'll be popping around Saturday with our toddler.
And that's a great time to come hang out because I'm not racing and I have nothing else to do other than hang out with everybody. So
Yep.
feel free to come hang out.
Yeah, I'm assuming if you're gonna be there, we'll probably be hanging out in Leadville literally all day Friday. I was planning on going there for a little bit Thursday. We'll see if that happens when the expo opens. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions. If you wanna buy anything, we can do that.
All right, y'all. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye, see you at Leadville.